Two things you should know right off the bat in this video. The last 7 out of 10 bookings I got in the midterm rental space were from Airbnb, and 5 of those were nurses. The second thing you need to know is that come November 2023, Airbnb has announced that they are planning on reorganizing their entire website to go after the 30+ day, 6-month, year-long furnished rental space. So now is the time to pay attention to Airbnb and to Brian Chesky, their CEO. A little history lesson here. VRBO has existed since 1995, but you probably hadn't heard of them until 2008 to 2014, which is when Airbnb showed up on the space and became dramatically more popular. The strength of their brand brought up VRBO. And the same is true of Furnish Finder. They are actually older than VRBO and certainly older than Airbnb, but you've heard about them since 2020 when the remote work movement started to become a lot more popular and extended stays became a lot more popular. And I speculate that even more people will hear about Furnish Finder as Airbnb goes after this space and people are looking for alternative platforms to be in. I don't think it's smart to go after alternative platforms. I think to get the most bang for your buck, you need to be focused on Airbnb first, then Zillow, and then potentially Furnish Finder. If you cover those 3 spaces, you will probably have 95 to 98% coverage in this market, and there's no reason to be anywhere else. This is a return on investment of your time, and it is smart to be laser focused on Airbnb right now. If you feel this video has been helpful so far, please like this video. It helps other people that are new to the space find this content, and it also helps me understand what kind of products and what kind of content is useful to you. As a reminder, if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by Airbnb, I do one-to-one consulting, and I start with packages at the hour level and then go up depending on how much help you want, including writing out your listing and vetting your first tenant. Now, these consulting calls are over video and they're face-to-face. I share my screen to help you see the settings and also talk you through the logic. I also make sure that you're protected from anything that you didn't ask me, but that I feel you need to know. I offer courses because I like having specific questions answered. I think that's the best use of my time, and I think it's the best use of your time. If you want to set up consulting, my email is on the screen. Just reach out to me and we will get you on the calendar. I know that it's been about 3 years now that he's been cultivating and developing it. However, Airbnb has had limited changes to their platform. It's only recently that they allowed pets in the filter system and also allowed for leases to be added to the house rules. However, there's been speculation for a long time that Airbnb is going to have to make some shifts with vetting deposits and leasing if they want to go after this space, because understandably hosts have been concerned about their own protections with Airbnb if they can't lease, deposit, or background check the tenants. And now, because we know that Airbnb is going to focus their marketing efforts, their Silicon Valley brainpower, and their good reputation on the midterm space, we can anticipate that we will see some functionality change on the website, and that it will probably have a lot of implications for people that have a midterm rental model that want to be an Airbnb. And everyone should want to be an Airbnb. I know I've been saying this for a while. And number 1 on Airbnb. That is a soft/hard brag about myself, but also to say that I think it's really important when you are looking at investing models to look at the biggest platforms and focus on them and not pursue niche platforms because those limit your target audience and they don't have as many eyes on the site. And also cultivating relationships and getting interest from those very specific platforms, or having relationships with a travel nursing placement program and or insurance programs is much harder to do than just being in the big platforms. So again, Airbnb, Zillow, Furnish Finder, and in that order.